Did you know that Spotify makes a playlist every week just for you? Every Monday, you get a fresh playlist of 30 songs based on others that you love. It's called Discover Weekly, and you can play it right now. But remember, the playlist changes every week. So when you hear something that pricks up your ears, hit the heart button to easily find it again. Tap the banner to start discovering.
Thought I was done in my dream again. Fighting for my life, I couldn't breathe again. I'm falling in too deep. Oh, without you I can't see. 'Cause my heart
And I want my kisses back from you. I'm taking all my kisses back from you. And every breath you held on to, I'm taking all my kisses back from you. Give me the hellos and goodbyes, and pack up every morning and goodnight. I want the sunrises and moons. I'm taking all my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. Kisses back from you. So this is what goodbyes are said for, but I don't even know you no more. Well, you crawl on your begging knees. Oh, don't hate me, please. You want me to forget you, as easy as these lips impress you. And undress what you said was mine. No more lying, now I want my kisses back from you. I'm taking all my kisses back from you. And every breath you held on to, I'm taking all my kisses back from you. Give me the hellos and goodbyes, and back up every morning and goodnight. I want the sunrises and moons. I'm taking all my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you. I want my kisses back. I want my kisses back from you.
When you had my heart, I gave you everything right from the start. My life, my love, my soul was all I had. Then you threw it all away. Now here you are, asking me for my forgiveness, telling me that you'll change. It's funny 'cause you look the same. We go round and round. We go round.
you I see forever. I can finally breathe. You rescued me. You pulled me out from the depths in the dark of the sea that I created all around me. Your love, your love, your love makes me believe. Your love, your love, your love is all I need. Because the minute that you stepped into my life, it all started going right. You put the beat in my chest, now I can catch my breath. I can finally catch my breath. Thought that I had nothing left, holding on to what we had. I'm breathing better than ever now. Better than ever now. Better than ever now. Better than ever now. You put the beat in my chest so I can catch my breath. Now I can catch my breath. Now I can catch my breath. Now I can catch my. Now I can catch my.
Did you know that Spotify makes a playlist every week just for you? Every Monday, you get a fresh playlist of 30 songs based on others that you love. It's called Discover Weekly, and you can play it right now. But remember, the playlist changes every week. So when you hear something that pricks up your ears, hit the heart button to easily find it again. Tap the banner to start discovering. Did you know that Spotify makes a playlist every week just for you? Every Monday, you get a fresh playlist of 30 songs based on others that you love. It's called Discover Weekly, and you can play it right now. But remember, the playlist changes every week. So when you hear something that pricks up your ears, hit the heart button to easily find it again. Tap the banner to start discovering.
What happened to my head? I feel delirious. Cause first I'm high and then low. And why is everyone so serious when we just come and then go? Come to the other side, I wanna make you mine. Come to the other side, yeah. I wanna make you mine, cause you're the one I like. Come to the other side, yeah. Da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum. Come to the other side, I wanna make you mine. Come to the other side, yeah. I wanna make you mine, cause you're the one I like. Come to the other side. What happened to my face? I think I lost myself when I was high and then low. And no one ever needed anyone else, yeah. Cause we just come and then go. Come to the other side, I wanna make you mine. Come to the other side, yeah. I wanna make you mine, cause you're the one I like. Come to the other side, yeah. Da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum. Come to the other side, I wanna make you mine. Come to the other side, yeah. I wanna make you mine, cause you're the one I like. Come to the other side, yeah. Da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum dum, da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum.
about you, I don't understand it. I know I should go before I fall off the edge. Yeah, I don't want the world to know about this. 'Cause I'm losing my mind. She's a heartbreaker, yeah, go, no one's gonna save you, yeah, go, 'cause she's a heartbreaker, yeah, she's a heartbreaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We're here for the Clio Cup finale tonight. Joining us for Tier 2, which is absolutely certain to be an unbelievable night of racing. We've got a few guys in with a chance of mathematically taking the championship. Emo Guy goes into this one leading on 110 points. He's got a 2-point gap to Nathan Rutter in second in the championship. Chris Pissock, DJ Phil, and Liz LaRue all go into this finale with a mathematical chance of winning, but they would have to rely on the front two running into all sorts of problems if that situation is going to occur tonight. But it should be an absolutely fantastic showdown between these top two guys. Emo Guy, there he is, our Scotsman and regular commentator, nicknamed the Evil Scotsman, and his team, known as the Outcasts, here are also appearing in the comments section. Lots and lots of support for him tonight. We're seeing Red Reapers saying, give him the Outcasts finish, no one stops us. Sinister Moth saying, you've got this. Ali Gar saying he's keeping that #1 spot. Let's hope so, Ali Gar, let's hope so. I'm sure Nathan Rutter is going to have something to say about that though. Here is Nathan. He's currently sat P2 in this session at the moment, so doing some good laps, but to be honest, the field is very, very closely packed around this track. It is a slipstream circuit, is Monza short. Also, Red Reaper's saying 54 seconds is all you need. That's presumably for a lap time. Also commenting on the fact that I haven't bought Spotify Premium. Some of you would have noticed in the intermission that there were ads playing during the playlist. I do apologise for that. It's way too expensive. £10 is way too much to just not have ads. So considering I don't use Spotify, I literally play the music just for the stream. That's the only reason. I don't actually really listen to Spotify or use it at all. So that's the reason for that. Red Reaper's saying, do link me your playlist on Discord though. Okay, yep, sure. Send it your way. It actually came from Sebastian, who was the original producer and commentator here at Motive Racing. When we started out, he was the one using OBS, taught me how to use it actually. I wouldn't have had a clue otherwise. It's very complicated stuff, but I have managed to somehow figure out how to actually use it, which believe me, did not come overnight. It took a very, very long time for me to actually get this stuff figured out. But yep, I'll send that over to you for sure, Red Reapers. Looks like Red Reaper's saying that Nathan's got some pressure here. Ali Guy saying, get him in the gulag. Well, Red Reaper saying, family deal is 15 quid for 10 devices. Lol. Well, 10 devices. I don't know if I've even used 10 devices. Can't even think of 10 devices in the house, to be honest with you. But sounds pretty good. In the meantime, though, currently we're watching Mr. Simon Blair, showing everybody how it's done at the moment on a 55.1. He's got a 400ths of a second gap here to Nathan Rutter, who, as we've already said, is going for the championship tonight. He's going to be wanting to take that crown off of Emo Guy. Having said that, there's no crown at the moment, obviously, having not reached the end of the season. He currently leads the pack, though, this Emo Guy, and he's currently sat P4 in this qualifying session. Looks like Chris Pissock's gone fastest at the moment, actually. Gone top of the pile on a 55.1. He's 200ths of a second ahead of Mr. Simon Blair. Aligar saying Ian's the new Lightning McQueen. Yep, could potentially take the Tier 2 ground in his rookie season here. Could Emo Guy. It would be an absolutely phenomenal job. I'm just thinking, is it his rookie season? I'm not sure. Actually, no, he was racing last season in the GTEs. So it's not his rookie season. But yeah, I mean, you could call him the Lightning McQueen. Red Reapers is Doc Hudson. Well, no, I would say Doc Hudson's probably JR Lock and Low, because he won the Tier 1 crown last season, but this season retired from the Clio Cup, so he's definitely Doc Hudson. But regardless, looks like Lizardaroo and Juvies have pitted from 5th and 6th. Looks like they don't fancy their chances of going quicker here in this session. We've got 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go, so I think Emo Guy is going to be struggle to get around to do 2 more laps after this one. I think he'll get 1 more go after this current run that he's on. Currently sat 2/10 off of pole in P4 at the moment. Chris Pissock is behind him on the track there. You can see coming towards the middle of the back straight now. He's currently sat on provisional pole, doing what he needs to do. Simon Blair has gone 3rd, 700ths of a second off of pole, looking up as he comes into turn 1. Looks like he's got time to do 2 more runs here. Here is Emo Guy coming up towards the line. What is it going to be for him? Can he put himself on the top spot here at Monza Short? He comes over the line. He goes slightly faster, but still not enough to elevate him up. He's going to get 1 more lap after this one. Sorry, 1 more lap including this one. This is his final run of the session here. Emo Guy, the championship leader. Nathan Rutter puts it on pole. So Nathan Rutter, currently top of the pile. He knows what he has to do in this race. He has to finish ahead of Emo Guy if he wants to take the title. And currently, as it stands, Nathan Rutter in a perfect position to do that. Emo Guy's got some work to do here in this race if he wants to take the title in Tier 2. Obviously, these boys both will be getting promotion, automatic promotion to Tier 1 at the end of this season. But I'm sure they'll be wanting to impress here and do what they've got to do here and take the championship. It's honours at stake here. Looks like Daniel Moore, DJ Phil, both 7th and 8th, about a second off the pace. Scrabble Kyrian sat in 9th position. Let's see if he can do another lap here. Emo Guy, though, championship leader coming into this round here for Tier 2. Coming up towards the line. What is it going to be for him? Can't improve. Stays P4. So Nathan Rutter is currently coming into this championship 2 points off of the championship leader. Emo Guy is going to start on pole. Chris Pissock lines up alongside him. We've got Simon Blair and Emo Guy behind these guys. It should be an absolutely fantastic race here in Tier 2. It's going to be a battle of the slipstream here. 25 minutes coming up, guys, for this one. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
She's a heartbreaker, yeah. Something makes me wanna take my chances. I know I should go before I run out of air. I don't want nobody else to know about this. I'm losing my mind. She's a heartbreaker. She's a heartbreaker, yeah. Go, come on. She's a heartbreaker, yeah. Go, come on. No one's gonna save you, yeah. Go, come on. 'Cause she's a heartbreaker, yeah. She's a heartbreaker. She's a heartbreaker, yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go lights out here for the Tier 2 race, the finale of Motive Racing's Clio Cup. Who's going to take the championship here? Is it going to be Emo Guy or Nathan Rutter? It looks like we're underway, and Nathan gets a so-so start off the line. It looks like Mr. Simon Blake gets a fantastic start up into second place straight away, looking towards the inside here as they come towards turn one. Emo Guy gets an average start there in fourth place. Looks like Lizard is up into fifth. Scrabble Kieran having a look to the inside. Makes another fantastic start this week. Up into fifth place already, going side by side here with Lizard. But Nathan Rutter's still trying to fend off Mr. Simon Blair in a battle for the lead as they come out onto the back straight now. And it looks like Nathan's weathered the storm a little bit off of Simon Blair, holding onto a position for the time being. But Emo Guy has made a fantastic start here. He's up 2 places. Didn't get a great start off the line, but he's made up for it in the first couple of turns. He's now right on the back here of Nathan Rutter as they come up towards Parabolica. Looks like Simon Blair is on the outside here in the slipstream of Nathan Rutter. But Emo Guy's up into the lead here. What a start here from Ian. Really has shot off the blocks on this opening lap. But we're 3 wide here coming out of Parabolica. It's Mr. Simon Blair on the inside, Emo Guy in the centre, and we've got Nathan Rutter on the left-hand side there as they come out of your picture and down the pit straight. It looks like in the background there is a battle going on between Chris Pissock, Juvie and Lizard Aru. These boys are absolutely nip and tuck at the moment. And in the background also DJ Phil and Scrabble Kieran looking very close as well. Into turn one. Looks like we've got a little bit of contact there. Looks like Scrabble involved in that. And Scrabble spears into the... No fault of his own there, Lizard Aru. So Lizard Aru there was speared off the track by Scrabble Kieran. I don't know what on earth Scrabble was doing, but Scrabble now looking like he's going to... Oh, is he pushing somebody else off the track there? It looks like he might have had contact with with Chris Pissock a little bit there. Chris Pissock not happy about that, flashing his lights at him, and it looks like he's in the wars a little bit. But in the meantime, Mr. Simon Blair leads the way. 0.2 of a second is his gap to Emo Guy. Emo Guy is in a championship taking position at the moment. He's ahead of Nathan Rutter. Nathan Rutter is coming under pressure now in third from Daniel Moore. These guys are very, very close at the moment. It looks like these two at the front have pulled a little bit of a gap. Simon Blair and Emo Guy. I don't know if they're working together here to try and help Emo Guy in his championship battle with Nathan Rutter, but for the time being, it is advantage Ian. And I'm sure that Red Reaper, Ali Gar, will be absolutely delighted with that as we see Scrabble hitting the wall there on the back straight. Very bizarre incident, that one. But points as they stand, it would be Emo Guy taking the title based on a second place finish. Nathan Rutter in third. But if those positions were to swap round, then the championship situation would also reverse. So it's still very open at the moment. Nathan Rutter not too far behind, only 2 seconds behind him. So this is well and truly still a big battle for top honours here in Tier 2 for Season 2 of Motive Racing's Clio Cup. It's been an absolutely fantastic season, and it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We're hearing Ian saying, keep it up. We never quit, says Red Reapers. Need more distance. Leonard McCord says, destroy them. At the moment, he's second in the classification. That's all he needs, says Emo Guy. He only needs to sit in second place. He can sit behind Simon Blair for the rest of this race, and he would still take the championship based on Nathan Rutter being in P3 and Emo Guy getting a lot of support in the chat. Lots and lots of people chiming in here saying to get in behind their guy here, and he is delivering the goods for the time being. Still a long way to go though. 21 minutes left to go in this finale at Monza Short in the Tier 2s, and he's doing a great job, I must say. We've got Daniel Moore trying to pressure hold on, it looks like Daniel, no, I do apologise for that. That's actually Chris Pissock there, coming under pressure from Scrabble, coming down the pit straight. Looks like Scrabble is sat in the slipstream here. Can he make a move towards the inside? Looks like he is going to do it. Yes, he does. He's up the inside there, Scrabble Kieran, and up into 5th place. Scrabble's stuck to the back of him, though. Not going to let him get away with that one. And we've got Juvie in the background, closing in on these guys as well. Battle for 5th, 6th and 7th heating up here. Still, Simon Blair and Emo Guy doing what they need to do out front, keeping that gap to the rest of the pack, keeping Nathan Rutter out of harm's reach for the time being. And it has been a very, very mature, sensible drive in the first 5 minutes of this race from these two. Can they keep this up, though? It's a long, long way to go here at Monza Short, and obviously it's going to get harder on the tyres. The strain on the left rears is going to be absolutely colossal here, but it looks like Emo Guy is in a perfect position here to take the championship. Let's hope he can keep this sort of form up. He is doing exactly what he needs to do at this point. In the background, it looks like Chris is just about shaking off Juvie. Juvie's coming under pressure now from Scrabble Kieran. Scrabble Kieran's been passed by Juvie at some point on this lap, but he's looking to the inside of turn 1. Can he make it stick? It looks like he's a little bit too far back to make that one move, and he does have to lock up to get the car stopped, but he does keep out of harm's way. Good driving there from Scrabble. Red Reaper's saying, be patient, don't play aggressive, get closer. It looks like he's also saying, don't let race 3 be your only achievement. If you guys don't know, if you didn't tune in, Emo Guy did actually win the race 3 at Snetterton earlier in the season. He drove a fantastic race in that one and took the victory by quite some way. That was really the turning point in the championship for him, and he's looking like he wants to crown it off with another win tonight. It would be a second win of the season if indeed he is able to take it tonight. Sinister Moss saying, take that championship, show him what you're made. Pardon me, show him what you're made of. At the moment he is looking to the inside of Simon, but Simon for the time being closing the door and not lining the way through. But it looks like Emo Guy's got put alongside him here. A little bit of a bump there as those guys came through turn 2. Looks like Emo Guy's got the inside, and Simon Blair and Emo Guy have come together. Unbelievable scenes. This is unprecedented here. Emo Guy and Simon Blair make contact on lap 7 of the race. They've lost lots and lots of time. Nathan Rutter is promoted into the lead. Unbelievable stuff here. This is unprecedented. Nathan Rutter now releases some clean air. Emo Guy is 8 seconds behind him in 7th place. Simon Blair and Emo Guy were showing the way at the front. They seem to have it under control, but what has happened there? Ill discipline there from one of those guys. I'm not really sure who to blame in that one, but Emo Guy down to 7th place. He's lost a lot of time in that exchange. He's now got it all to do. Can he fight back? Oh my goodness me, still a long way to go in this race. It's by no means over, still 18 minutes on the clock. That's going to be about 20, 21, 22 laps left. So 22 laps, 7 seconds. He's got to find 3/4 tenths of a second per lap if he is going to get up to Nathan Rutter. It's doable, but he's really got to get his head back in the game here. He's got to regather and find some strength from somewhere. This is incredible. It looks like we're seeing Red Reaper saying, get it back. Sinister Moss saying, come on Ian. And Red Reaper's saying, don't let this stop you. Well, he's still in the game, guys. He's still alive here. He can still fight back. But it would not have helped him one bit. Nathan has got a 7-second lead at the front. Looks like Ian has already closed in a little bit so far on this lap. He's got some traffic in front of him. Scrabble and Simon, who he came together with, is just ahead of him. So Ian can pull to the right hand side here, out of the slipstream, down the pit straight. Scrabble leaves him in the space. It looks like Ian is going to surely be picking up another position here and up into 6th place as we come towards turn 1 now. It looks like he's going to look to the inside. He's going to go very late on the brakes here, coming into turn 1, and he's lost it once again. Oh no! Ian's lost the car coming into turn 1. It looks like oh no, he took a long time to get, the engine took a long time to get going there, and he's lost lots and lots of time. He looked like he was trying to make the move up the inside there of Simon, and he's ended up almost spinning out. He did like a half spin and managed to get it going again, but he's now 14 seconds off of the race lead of the championship. The title here in Tier 2 is This is heartbreaking for Emo Guy at the moment. It really is. We're seeing Red Reaper saying, damn it, in the comments section. He's a long way behind. He has got a lot of time to make up here in this race. I don't see how he's going to do it. It's 13 seconds. We're probably going to have around I don't know, 16, 17 laps left to go. He's going to have to be gaining almost a second a lap. Aligar saying still loads of time. Yep, there is Aligar, but I know Monza short, and it's not a track where you can gain lots of time. It really isn't. There aren't many places where you times you're going to do around here, and unfortunately, he really is struggling. But Imago currently for 13.679. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here on the stream, and it looks like Imago is losing a little bit more time. He's up to 6th place here in the race, but he's got 13 seconds to make up on Nathan Rutter. It looks like Nathan Rutter is lapping consistently in the 55-second lap times at the moment. He's got just under a second of a gap to Chris Pissock, who's just behind him.
My heart about 1, 2 times, don't need the question, the reason I'm yours. I'm yours. And I'd move the other loser fight just to see you smile. Cause you got no flaws, no flaws. I'm not trying to be your part-time lover. Sign me up for the full-time, I'm yours. I'm yours. So what a man gotta do, what a man gotta do to be totally locked up by you. What a man gotta say, what a man gotta pray to be your last good night and your first good day. I'm sure. So I'd give $1 million just to go to grab me by the collar and I'll go build us, build us. I'm not trying to be your part-time lover. Sign me up for the full-time, I'm yours. So what a man gotta do, what a man gotta do to be totally locked up by you. What a man gotta say, what a man gotta pray to be your last good night and your first good day. So what a man gotta do, what a man gotta do to be totally locked up by you. What a man gotta do, what a man gotta prove to be totally locked up by you. What a man gotta do. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. Talk to me, I need to hear you need me like I need you. Fall for me, I wanna know you feel how I feel for you, love. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. Before you, baby, I was numb, trying to pay my pouring up. Speeding fast on the run, never wanna get caught up. Now you the one that I'm calling. Swore that I never forget. Don't think I'm just talking, I think I might go all in. No exceptions, girl, I need ya. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. My loss made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. Talk to me, I need to hear you need me like I need you. Fall for me, I wanna know you feel how I feel for you, love. Out of my mind, cause I can't get enough. Only one that I give my time, cause I got eyes for you. Might make an exception for you, cause I've been feeling you.
Black leather gloves, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody got a piece in it. Gotta dance, but it's really on some street shit. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
Right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. Right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
Don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you thug passion. It's a thriller in the trap. Where we from?
Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you satisfaction.
And you know we're out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. Go right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. Right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. Right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot, yeah. 200 shooters on my brother's block, oh, yeah. Pedal left for rolls like I love or not, maybe not. I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't stop, oh, yeah. Won't stop, oh, yeah, never stop. Got so many apps, I be mistaken on some other ops. Got so many people that I love out of trouble spots. Other than the family, I gotta see the
You or me, that's just how I think it's either you or me. This life got too deep for you, baby. 2 or 3 of us about to creep where they stayin'. Black leather gloves, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody got a piece in it. Gotta dance, but it's really on some street shit.
I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide. Left foot up, right foot slide. We say I'm saying either way we better slide. Can't let this one slide.
watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those ocean eyes. Burning cities and napalm skies. 15 flares inside those ocean eyes. Your ocean eyes, so fair. You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes. I'm scared. I've never fallen from quite this hard, falling into your ocean eyes. Those ocean eyes. I've been walking through a world gone blind. Can't stop thinking of your diamond mind. Careful creature made friends with time. You left her lonely with a diamond mind. And those ocean eyes, so fair. You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes. I'm scared. I'm never falling from quite this hard, falling into your ocean eyes. Those ocean eyes. I've been watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those ocean eyes.
I go home in my fumes. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. She see my eyes, she know I'm gone. I see some things that you might feel. I'm doing a show, I'll be back soon. That ain't what she wanna hear. Now I got her in my room. Legs up to around my bed. Got the fastest car in Zoom. I'm the highest in the room.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We're here for Tier 1, the championship decider tonight here, and we've got 3 drivers going into this one with a chance of taking home the bacon. I'm joined in the commentary box tonight by the one and the only Ian, otherwise known as Emo Guy, fresh off of his championship here in Tier 2 at Motor Racing. How does that feel? Tier 2 champion of Clio Cup.
I'm ecstatic, mate. Well, so we don't actually know exactly what the standings are right now until they go up tomorrow. So right now I'm just going into thinking that I have. So I'm ecstatic. I really am. It's my very first championship win.
Yeah, I believe you have, because you finished 4th. Nathan Rutter finished 3rd. You both picked up a bonus point, obviously with your fastest lap and with Nathan Rutter's pole. You both picked up the bonus point, but you had 1 victory throughout the season, whereas he had 0. So I believe you would win the championship based on the count back. So obviously that would mean that you would take the title. So as far as my calculations go, I'm pretty sure you should have it. We need to wait for G's and the standings, but I think pretty much set in stone, because you both picked up a bonus point and you gained 2 less points than he did, but you have 1 win in the season.
Yeah, well, I managed to catch my fastest lap ever that I've ever managed to record on the Monza track in the Clios, and that was almost sure it was a mid 54 second lap, and I didn't even manage to catch that kind of lap pace in practice either. And that's so I can't complain too much. It was a really good race. Hats off to Nathan. Put up a good fight with the championship, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. As we're currently watching Motor Morgan here coming down the back straight, we've got Ollie Marr on pole position. Look at that, he's done a 54.2 currently. That is a phenomenal lap time there from Ollie Marr. It looks like he's running in the draft. Lots of these guys working together here in this qualifying session, as we see somebody getting very wide there coming out onto the back straight. But it should be a great race here tonight. Looking forward to this one, seeing what happens. We've got Nathan Rutter in the comment section saying best of luck, lads, saying that he screwed up in turn 1 and locked up. He thinks he's got the championship. Well, Nathan, as far as my calculations go, I think he may have missed out. I don't know, we need to get confirmation on this when the standings come out. Regardless though, obviously yourself, Ian and Nathan both promoted to Tier 1 next season. So you're going to be driving in the big boy leagues. You're going to be one of these guys out on track, and I'm going to lose you in the commentary box, which I'm pretty upset about.
Well, you'll be able to have me for Tier 2, so...
That's true, yeah, I'll gain you in Tier 2 and then lose you for Tier 1, so...
Yeah.
I suppose, I mean, I'd rather have you for Tier 1, to be honest. Tier 1's a lot longer.
Yeah.
I'm talking on my own for a lot more, but anyway, I'm sure that we'll be able to figure something out.
Well, if I could, I would quite happily just say that I'll even though I won, I'll quite happily stay in Tier 2 solo, but unfortunately that's not how things work.
No. And obviously I would step in and intervene at that point, because I think that you should take your place. You've earned it and you deserve to take that spot. Obviously, I'm only saying it's only in cheek. If it came to push came to shove and you offered to do that, I would stop you there and then. I would say to you, you can't do that. And then, you must take the opportunity. You earned it, you should take it. We're currently watching here, ALTL looks like he's running in the slipstream here with what looks to be, is that Grenade Steve? I'm not quite sure.
No?
It's not, no. Brenda C's running in a tightly congested pack at the moment as they come down the back straight. It looks like I'm not quite sure who that is in there. It looks like is that Mida Peanut maybe coming down that straight in the foreground? I'm not quite sure.
Where is he? Let's see if I can find him on the road. I can't find him. Oh, there he is.
There he is, yes it is. That is Mida Peanut on the inside of the Parabolica. Ian, have you got, by any chance, mate, no worries if not, but you know on the settings on Discord?
Yeah.
Have you got the background noise cancellation option by any chance?
Just a second, I'll check me.
It just basically, what it does is it sort of warps out the sound in the background and just sticks to what's close. So
yeah, it's on.
The proximity radar, okay, that's alright, that's no worries. No, I could just hear like there's a lot of I'm not sure what it is, but there's some kind of background noise going on. So,
yeah, that's my daughter. Sorry about that. She's going for a bath soon anyway.
Oh, bless her. Fair enough. That's all right. But she's very proud of you at the moment after tonight.
Oh yeah, well she was eating a burger. I told her to eat it, you know. Then she decided to stick her knife at it.
Oh no!
She's definitely got mad at it, dude. Luckily, it's only a plastic knife.
That's a relief. Well, let's hope she knows that Daddy's actually the champion here.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh yeah, but unfortunately, it's not going to warm. It's not going to warm her staying up past her bedtime.
As we see, there's Minor Peanut. Oh, big pile up.
Oh.
One here. We've got Minor Peanut spun round there. And looks like somebody else is almost going into it. Almost just lucky to get out of the way. But yeah, lots of guys here starting to get the hammer down here at the end of this session. We've got Falguest. He's gone second. Only 400ths of a second off Polymar. He's going to be wanting to get into that draft here. It looks like whoever's drafting with him has ditched him. Well, truly there as they're coming down the back straight. Oh no, hold on, no, Falguest is the one behind that red car there. We're still struggling to pick up on the liveries, despite being in round 6 of the season. It's still, I still can't remember who's in what car.
Sorry to cut you off here, Andy, but is it possible that Red Reaper, the one that was talking in the chat earlier on from Tier 2, is it possible for him to get a hold of the playlist for the intermissions?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send that over to him right now.
Right, thank you. So well, mate, you're doing a really good job with the intermission music. I'll give you that much.
Thanks, man. It's a lot to keep on top of, but like I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. So we're currently watching our provisional pole sitter here, Arlie Marr, in the Monster Energy livery, coming down towards the Parabolica. Looks like he's out of this. Oh no, hold on. Oh no, he's not in the Monster Energy livery. He's in the other one. But anyway, he's brought it into the pit, so it doesn't look like he's expecting to. Oh no, he is going back out. He's going back out, so he's going to get a couple more runs in this session in his bid to get pole position here in this one. You've got Falguest coming into the pits as well. ARTL was also pit boxed as well. Grandad Steve Smithy, My Dad Peanut, the only G motor in Morgan. H2 Malik returning this week after a outrageous last lap takeout on one of the leaders coming past when he was a lap down in Long Beach. Obviously, Emo guy, you remember that one?
Oh yeah, it's definitely got to go down in motive racing history as probably one of the more deliberate takeouts, especially with the week before with what happened at Snetterton. It's quite hard to forget, so especially something like that.
Yeah, it was a little bit nuts, but anyway, we're watching Grandad Steve here coming out of the last turn, the Parabol. He's got a train of cars behind him. He's giving them a tow, so surely we're going to be seeing some pretty blistering lap times as these guys come over the line. Keep an eye on the top left-hand corner where the actual timing board is. I've just been listening over the radio. Oh damn, who is that? That looks like Malik. Who is that? No, it wasn't. Don't know who that was. Nah, don't know who that was. But yeah, I was just listening over the radios there, and it's by the sounds of things, Ollie has been given a one grid place penalty. Oh no, that's very unfortunate. Same as yesterday in the GTEs. Yeah, he does seem to be quite magnetic to that pit exit line, does Ollie Moore, as we see just coming out of the last corner now. Is this Ollie there? It's just overtaken him, gone past him? Not quite sure. No, Ollie's still in the pits. It's not. Let's see who this is. That's Malik. Malik must have got a great tow on off of Steve there. No, he's not able to go faster at the moment. Still stays down in P9 at the moment. Falguest hits. My Dad Peanut goes third. He's put himself up there. Very nice lap there from My Dad P. We've also got Steve. Currently P5. Looks like he's down on his personal fastest in the first sector. What do you think about me? By the way, I think it looks good. I like it. chat as well. He looks perfect. It still fits very well.
So I've been doing it ever since I started commentating, so I just thought, I just thought it gives the, everybody a good eye on what's happening around the other. That's it.
Yeah, it looks really good. But when you've got the chat bar sat, it's literally just sat in the perfect spot, just above it. So it looks really cool.
I can't believe I have to wait till tomorrow.
What's that?
But for the standards, that's when G said that he's going to be putting them up.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's going to kill me, man. I'm not going to be able to sleep.
It's like, have you seen the movie Rush?
Yeah.
It's just like that when they're checking the lap charts at the end of the race, isn't it?
Yeah.
See if Jim Hunt had been classified in third or not. It's pretty similar to that. That guy, he obviously you didn't see earlier on in Tier 2. I believe he took the championship in the race for Tier 2. I think he did enough. He finished 4th. Nathan Rutter, championship contender, finished 3rd. But even though I had the lead going into the race, so we think that he probably should have the championship. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to go lights out here for the
hold on.
race.
When did Falguest get in first? Damn.
Oh, Ollie for the penalty.
Oh yeah, so that, yeah. My heat's mush, honestly. And my right wrist is humped. So I was driving in manual, so my left hand was always on the stick. It's just purely my right hand just going around.
Yeah, I can imagine it must get pretty strange after a while here.
Yeah.
Especially around this track. Obviously, you're changing gear quite a well. I suppose it gets a little bit repetitive, doesn't it? Especially.
Yeah. Because I've managed to get some tips off of Dolly G, and when you're coming down the first straight, going up to the first corner, I shift down to second, sorry. Go round, round the back straight, and
here we go.
And on the final corner, I shift down to 4th.
Yeah, good start. Might have been a slightly better start than Neymar, and looks like Steve's got a great start as well here. Already up into
your music's still on, Andy. Andy, your music's still on.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
As we see, it looks like Falcons has had a half spin there, coming through the S section in the middle of the track, and he's lost a bit of time. He's down to P4, might have Peanuts up into the lead here. ALTEL knows to come down the back straight. It looks like they go 3 wide here, down the back straight. It's might have Peanut, ALTEL and Falguest. Falguest getting the position back off of Olimar here. Might have Peanuts on the inside. We've got ALTEL in the centre. Falguest looks like he's got the lead on the outside, coming towards Parabolica. And you can see on the inside, taking the corner. Sorry, mate.
I think if Tier 2 is anything to go by, then Tier 1 is definitely the gold standard, and especially on this track where it's also it's only 40 odd seconds a lap, 50 odd seconds a lap. It's always going to be very close unless somebody has a massive accident. Right now they're just that's the top 7 all sticking together like glue, and not a single accident.
Yeah, as we see, it looks like ALTEL just about staying out of the clutches there of Falguest and Might Have Peanut. Those guys did go 3 wide from turn 1. Brilliant driving. Well done to those guys for marshalling themselves brilliantly. As we see almost there, ALTEL getting loose there on the grass, coming out onto the back straight, and looks like he's lost a bit of time. Olimar has now got up into P3. Looks like Morgan on the inside is trying to get past him as well. ALTEL still there though, still in P6 at the moment. But, ladies and gentlemen, the main talking point of this race tonight is that this is the championship decider. Motoring Morgan, currently sat in P5, goes into this one with a 17-point lead in the championship over Smithy, who's currently sat just ahead of him in P4. We've got the only G also going into this one with an opportunity to take the title. He's dropped down to P10 in the opening lap of this one, so it's not been a great start for him. He started down in mid-pack, so it's not been the best for the only G. He's got a long way to go in this one, but 27 points is a big margin to overhaul. He's is the EG. And Motor Morgan is really the overwhelming favourite, obviously, with the lead that he's got coming into this. He really is the one to beat at the moment, but we're currently watching. It seems Granite Steve's gone a little bit wide there into the wall. Hips the barriers as he came onto the back straight. Looks like another car's gone very, very wide there as well. That looks like it might have been John Boy there, I'm not sure. Or maybe Charlie, actually. Is that Charlie? P12?
P12, that's... What colour of the car?
Charlie Goff, yeah, Charlie Goff, that's it. P12, yellow Clio. He's just running just behind John Boy. We've got Swiss Tony closing on him though, in the battle here for 12th place. It looks like Brixtonbury's got past Smoky Devil in the battle for 14.
Oh, Smoky Devil's off?
Yeah, Smoky Devil's had a mare.
I keep on forgetting about the splits in the map. Nice. Sorry about that, guys.
Meanwhile, battle for second place looks pretty close at the moment. Smith's got up to P2 ahead of My Dad Peanut. Now he's in down Falgo. And Motor Morgan's dropped down to P7 here. But he's still on the back of the lead group at the moment. And obviously Smithy needs to gain a lot of points here on Morgan in this race if he wants to take the championship. Smithy, we saw take the GTE championship yesterday at Sonoma. And he's hoping to make it a double here in championship week here at Motive Racing. But there's still a long, long way to go here left in this one. Currently an 8-car train here coming down the pit straight. Currently there, Power Smithy, H2 Malik, ALTEL, Motor Morgan and Grandad Steve all in hot pursuit here as coming to turn one. It looks like Smithy's holding the inside. My Dad Peanut looked to the outside, thinks better. That one's a little bit of a knock up there from Smithy as we came in, and we see H2 Malik losing a position to Morgan coming through his turn 2 and 3. And also it looks like we've got Grandad Steve just sat behind these guys waiting to pounce. ALTEL also happy to sit in the slipstream. Looks like actually Bruce AFC, reserve tonight for Tier 1, has closed onto this lead pack as well. And G, I dare say, is making gains on these guys as well. In fact, yes, he is. G is clinging on this pack in 10th place. So this could soon be a 10-car battle for the leads. We see Smithy up into the lead of the race. Falguest still second place. He's got My Dad Peanut trying to just get it by him if he can. Pull alongside down the straight. Looks like My Dad Peanut's got the slipstream here. Smithy up ahead. And Falguest now making it 2 wide. Is he going to go for the side draft here? Coming down the pit straight. Is My Dad Peanut going to potentially make it 3 wide? Looks like he's going to think better of that one. He is opting to sit behind.
Oh.
We see there. What is Ollie doing? Ollie Marr causes a massive crash coming into turn 1. We saw there. He cut up Smithy on the inside and drove across him there coming into turn 1. Very, very naughty driving there from Ollie Marr. And in the end, it looks like he just about get away with it. But that was very questionable driving indeed there, Emo guy.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what he was thinking, and the only way that he could possibly would have got away, could get away with that in terms of an inquiry, is if he just actually clipped the back end of him. But from our point of view, it definitely did not look like that.
No, it looked like a very, very careless move and didn't allow Falguest to slip into some clean air here at the front. He's now got a 1.3 second lead over My Dad Peanut as we come round to complete lap 6 of this race. So Falguest will be pretty grateful for that one. Now these guys are going to start working together if they want to catch back up to the leaders. You can see here 3 wide for second place. My Dad Peanut, Smithy and Ollie, with Motor and Morgan trying to get involved in this battle as well. Looks like Bruce is trying to go up the inside of Morgan. Morgan getting a little bit pushed out there, and we can see there into the barrier Morgan. Looks like he's lost a few places here. Down to P9. It looks like he's still just about clinging onto this lead group though as they come out onto the back straight.
Oh, who's that one? My Dad Peanut, isn't it?
That's Peanut himself there getting very loose.
Oh.
ALTEL there going off on almost into the barriers. But in the meantime, we're still watching the Falguest here at the front. He's got a 1 second lead here over Smithy coming into Parabolica. My Dad Peanut still sat behind him. Looks like My Dad Peanut's gone very, very wide there coming out of Parabolica onto the artificial grass. And now that's going to allow Bruce AFC to pull in like the slipstream here. This guy's very, very close coming out onto the pit here. You can see that he's definitely got a chance coming down here. Bruce AFC looks like he's up into P3. Grandad Steve and Ollie both sat in the slipstream behind these guys. And Morgan just about clinging onto the lead pack with the only G. Looks like 7th and 8th, Motor and Morgan and the only G. The two guys, two of the championship contenders coming into this one, are sat in 8th and 9th at the moment. Smithy looking very good in this one.
Oh yeah, definitely. And in terms of that parabolica, it's so very easily to mess up when you're downshifting and when you're braking, and it just swings you so wide and you're just losing so much speed, so much time, and your tyres are just going to get worn down even faster. That's
Yeah,
the one.
definitely.
It's the one trick that you have to try and master on this course, and it is that corner. If you don't, it's just going to eat you for lunch.
It is very, very tricky to get right, as we're still watching Smithy closing up onto the back here of Falguest. This is obviously the battle for the lead at the moment. You've got a 5-car train in the background battling over third place, but we're going to stick with these guys as they come down the pit straight. It looks like Smithy a little bit too far back to go for a move into turn 1. Slots in behind him. It looks like Ida Peanut is on the inside there of Bruce. Bruce still holding on to third place. Grandad Steve hassling Ollie as well. Right, these guys. Looks like G has had a moment here. Not sure what's happened to the ODG, but he's gone from right up the back of the leaders to down in 9th place here. He seems to be struggling in that Monster Energy livery. He has got ALTEL for company as these guys come out onto the back straight. Surely they'll start working together here to catch back up to this lead group though. In the foreground, Mount Falguest and Smithy side by side coming into Parabolica. But we're watching the only G at the moment. Here we go. Falguest and Smithy very, very close here. Bumper to bumper on the exit of Parabolica. Onto the pit straight, see the inside. Smithy has got the move on the outside, but these guys still very, very close. Ollie now trying to fend off Bruce AFC and Mida Peanut. Looks like those guys are very 3 wide in the background there, but we're watching the battle for the lead as they come into turn 1. Falguest with the inside, holds it ahead of Smithy, and it looks like Mida Peanut is going wide there. Mida Peanut's lost the position. Mida Peanut losing the position there too. Ollie Mar, Grandad Steve, Motoring Morgan, and Bruce AFC struggling at the moment here. Is Mida Peanut. He's dropping back a little bit. Went wide at turn 1. Almost went into the barriers. Just about managed to keep it.
That was Malik.
Yeah, Malik still keeping pretty close to the leaders at the moment. He looks like he's coming under pressure now from ALTEL here. He's actually been passed there by the only G. So the only G's up into 8th place. I would probably advise Malik against trying to draft G at this point, to be honest.
I don't think Malik is even in the right car. I think that may be a loaner car.
Oh, what?
I'm not sure Malik's meant to be in a green car, one with the green side.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure.
Must have had electrical problems.
We see
Malik,
he's taking the oh my goodness me, look at that!
Again!
He's done it again! He's done it again! Oh no! Malik ran into the only G there, and looks like he's taken Peanut out as well. Sorry, Malik. I had to. Sorry. Looks like. So, the only G is closing onto the. He almost took G out there. He actually didn't. It was close. He took Peanut out instead.
Yeah, he opted for a different option today. Oh my god. What the? I'm trying not to swear. It's so hard not to.
As we see. What's Swiss Tony doing? He almost went into the barriers on the pit wall.
Oh.
What is Swiss Tony doing?
What the? No. It is so hard to start swearing, man. I can feel a vein popping up my forehead.
Oh no, what was Swiss Tony doing? I don't understand.
Maybe he was trying.
Swerved into the pit wall and nearly whacked his car off.
It nearly became a mid-engine Clio there.
Oh god.
Mike,
as we currently. Yeah, I just don't understand what he was thinking there.
Must be the water.
Kurt Hodgson saying in the comments, he's done it again!
Right back at it with those takeouts.
As we see, we're going 3 wide here down the pit straight. We've got Morgan looking to the inside. Is that Morgan? No, Morgan's on the outside. Smithy still holding the inside line for turn 1, and we've got a back marker up ahead here. Is that back marker? Is it?
Yep, it's bright.
Yeah, Brixton there.
Yeah. Oh, he got out of the way. Good man. Good man.
Yeah, good job there from Brixton. Hats off to him. And they on their way still here for the first place. 5 drivers battling over the same piece of tarmac. Smithy, Falguest, Motoring Morgan, Ollie, and Grandad Steve as they come up towards the Parabolica. Smithy still holding on the inside. He's got Falguest in hot pursuit though. Motoring Morgan just waiting in the wings, and Smithy's gap to Motoring Morgan in the championship won't be being reduced by as much as it was going to, because Morgan has made up some places up into P3. So as it stands, Morgan came into this with a 17-point lead. If it stays as it is, which is unlikely in these Clio, then it would be a 9-point gap going into the final feature race. So, I mean, at the moment, it's impossible. Shouldn't really talk about points as they run in the Clios, because the pecking order is going to change from one lap to the next. You know, you could have one person in first,
especially if Mark's involved.
Yeah, absolutely. You could have one person in first, and then the next second they're suddenly in eighth, and vice versa. You know, so it's impossible to tell.
It's like look at what happened in tier 2. I went. Me and Simon Blair went from first and second down to sixth and seventh. Then Simon came back up to second, and I caught fourth. Anything can happen.
But yeah, it's just such a topsy-turvy sort of track here as they come down the pit straight once again. Motoring, Morgan, Smithy and Falgas pulling to the outside here. It looks like Ollie and Grandesty sat behind him. Let's hope that Ollie doesn't take anyone out as they come into turn one. It looks like we got Smithy holding the line. It looks like Falgas on the outside trying to get ahead of Motoring Morgan. Motoring Morgan starts in behind him, and it looks like Ollie as he's waiting things behind these boys at the moment. 5 cars battling over first place. I'm not sure if we're going to have 1 or 2 more laps left at the moment. We're just coming down the back straight. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. I think we're probably going to have 2 more laps after this one. So 2.5 laps to go left in the sprint race here at Monza Short for the finale of Motive Racing's Clio Cup. Motoring Morgan, Smithy and the Only G all came into this round with an opportunity of winning the championship. But who is going to take home bacon? Oh no, Renestee's got very wide there out of Parabolica onto the artificial grass, and he's lost places here. He's down to 5th place. Looks like Ollie's still on the back of these guys though, a second separating the top 4 guys as they come down the pit straight for another time here. Looks like we're going to have 2 more laps in this race. Down the pit straight towards turn 1. Smithy on the inside, Fowler in the middle, and we got Motoring Morgan on the outside. Looks like Ollie there went a little bit wide, just checked himself coming into the corner and managing to avoid Morgan there. Good driving from Ollie, and we're seeing here Fowl still hassling the back of Smithy, and Morgan just waiting there, just waiting to get involved in this action. Morgan, championship leader coming into this round, knows that at the moment he will drop points to Smithy, but he's going to limit the damage and try and follow him, or even get ahead of him maybe in this final lap and a half here as they come up towards the Parabolica. Looks like Morgan has got a great run coming up towards Parabolica. He's going to try and take the lead on the inside of Smithy, but Smithy still holding it on the outside at the moment. It looks like they're still side by side here, and these boys are going to know that they've got to keep it clean here on this last lap. These are 2 championship contenders. Let's hope they keep it respectful like they have done all season so far. Falguest trying to be the party pooper and get involved in this action if he can. Down the pit straight, Falguest taking the lead over the line. They're 3 wide once again, but Falguest on the outside looks like he might have the corner. Morgan breaks a little bit late. Lock up there on the inside from Morgan, and he slightly overshoots the corner. Smithy undercuts him, and looks like Smithy undercuts everybody up into the lead here. Great driving there from Smithy in his first section of the track. We've got Falguest, Ollie, Motoring Morgan and Grandad Steel all sat in close proximity. Only G back in 6th place. Might have Peanut, looks like he's out of this one. H2 Malakayatel way back in the field as we see these guys coming up towards the Parabolica for the final time for the sprint race. It's Smithy with P1. Falguest trying to defend from Ollie and Morgan in the background here as we come into the Parabolica for the last time. Looks like Morgan's got ahead of Ollie, still pressuring him here as we come on the bit now. And that's Steve also waiting in the wings here as we come out of Parabolica. Looks like Smithy's got enough of a gap to take the win. But what's going to happen in behind it? Looks like Falguest is trying to defend here from Ollie. Ollie on the outside. Morgan looks like he's been pushed down to P4. And Fowl goes very defensive there, slightly squeezing Ollie out. So come over the line. Smithy with the win. Falguest, Ollie, Motoring Morgan complete the top 4. Grandad Stee in the end, unable to get involved in that action. We see G over the line in 6th. Peanut, might have Peanut in 7th. H2 Malik, Swiss Tony, and AOTEL completing the top 10. And then we got Charlie, Smokey Ball and John Boy complete the classification. What a race that was from those guys. I felt like I had to talk at about 100 miles an hour in that one. But it is Smithy who takes the win.
I was thinking to myself, if there's one tip that I can give anybody that wants to race an online league, please make sure that you have auto engine switch on, please, because that's why I was so far behind, because I had to switch on my engine.
Mm-hmm. As we see, that is that was the race, ladies and gentlemen. So the situation in the championship at the moment is Smithy has closed that gap. It was 27 points, with Motoring Morgan finishing in 4th but getting the fastest lap, I believe the championship gap should be down now to, I think, 8 points. I believe the gap should be 8 points going into the final feature race of the season. So that would mean that Smithy has to finish in first place. Morgan only has to finish in fourth. I think, no, third, sorry. Morgan has to finish third in the feature to take the title, but if Smithy doesn't win, he only needs to finish in fifth.
Oh,
I believe
that's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a very interesting race. Ladies and gentlemen, please do stick around for us as we do go into our next and final race here at Monza for our finale of the Tier 1 Clio Cup. Go and get yourself a cup of tea, stick some popcorn on, and we are going to be in for a real treat here tonight at Monza for the final race, as these guys are going to have their wee personal break, get some nicotine in them, get a drink, get some food, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah, we're going to take a break also, guys. So we'll see you in a moment.
This not the money, this the phone. Ain't no coming back from here. Live the life I live for me. There's so much gang that I can see. Turn it up till they can hear. Running around for the thrill. That ain't what she wanna hear. Now I got her in my room. Legs wrapped around my bed. Got the fastest car in Zoom. I'm raised in the All this
I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, yeah, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know you can't go without. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. Oh, I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. Oh, I love it. It's on the and I know she'll be the death of me, at least we're both known. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. All the misery was necessary when we're deep in love. This I know, yeah, girl, I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. Oh, I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the feature race here, the final race of the Motive Racing's Clio Cup. The championship is on the line. We've got Motor Morgan and Smithy going into this one with the opportunity to take home all the honours here. 8 points, it's the gap in Morgan's favour going into this one, so it is all on the line. And Smithy knows he's got a job to do if he wants to take it. But it's going to be a great last race here. Evil Scotsman saying, let's go guys, final race to go. That is my friend Emo guy trying to, well, it looks like he's getting the atmosphere going here in the chat. He's also joining me in the commentary box. And Ian, are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here.
Here he is, there we go. We're looks like we are about to go for this one at the top 5 from the sprint race. I'm obviously unable to qualify for the feature, so there's a lot of guys who have sat out this qualifying session. That means that Bruce AFC has taken pole just ahead of the only G for this one. We've got ALTEL, My Dad Peanut on the second row, Swiss Tony and Simon Flair, John Boy, H2 Malik, Charlie Goff, and Ollie Marr, Morgan, Falguest, Smithy, and Grandad Steve unable to set a lap time. Looks like Smokey also elected to not do a lap. So we've got 34 laps of Monza Short here to go. It can be half an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, get your drinks.
Well, we do have the only G up in second, so that's definitely going to be interesting for him.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a really it's going to be a fascinating start. I can't wait to see how this one develops. We've got ALTEL lining up just behind those guys. There's Wider Peanut also, Swiss Tony, Mr. Simon Blair, John Boy up in 7th place. It's a good qualifying session from him. It's going to be a great race. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here. And,
yeah, it's good. It's great to see other Simon Blair taking part in both Tier 2 and Tier 1, representing Scotland, Scots everywhere, as well as Pokey Devil. So that's exactly what you can do.
Yeah, let's hope that the championship contenders also keep it clean, and as I'm sure they will, they always do. We've got some of the best, cleanest, fastest sim racers on the PlayStation 4 platform here in the Clio Cup category, so I'm expecting some top-notch driving from these guys tonight. And looks like we are moments away.
Yeah, let's get us going, and we have some one last fun round of Monza here in the Clios, and it's definitely not to be an interesting one, especially not Smoky Devil, Smithy, Motor Morgan do have a shot at that championship, and especially Smithy. He's going to be keeping an eye on that cup, especially for a second time this week, as we know, as he did take the championship for the GTE, so he's definitely going to be wanting to get a second one on his resume for the Clios.
Absolutely, it'd be a magnificent double if you can do it. Corey Smith, otherwise known as Smithy, commenting in the YouTube chat. Championship lead down to 8 points. Morgan is getting scared in the pit lane. A little bit of minds here going on from Smithy. We're about to go lights out here for the feature race here. And looks like we're on the way. It's a great start there from the only getting away brilliantly. Bruce a little bit wrong down on the line. Looks like Swiss Tony's looking to be behind of ARTL here in about third and fourth. Looks like we also got Might Have Peanut getting a good start. Mr. Simon Bear looking to the outside here, coming into turn one. It looks like Simon Bear's lost a couple of places. And somebody saw him into the barrier. It looks like Charlie there into the barrier is a turn one. It looks like Brennan Steve also put up in that one.
That was Motor Morgan.
Morgan's down to P14 here in this already. Looks like he's losing out straight away here. We got the only G though leading the pack at the moment down the back straight. The only G to this with an opportunity of taking the championship. Outside shot, but didn't have a great sprint rate, and I believe has lost his opportunity to take the mathematical win here in the championship. But he still will want to go out on a high for this season and take the win in the final feature race of the season. I'm absolutely certain of that. He's opening up a lead already at the front over Bruce AFC. 1.2 seconds to come round to complete the first lap.
Well, it's definitely a fantastic start for the OG. This is exactly what he's been needing. It just get up there, get a gap between everybody. But it does right now at 1.1 second lead on top of the crew. So let's just see if we can try and keep that, and see if we can get Smithy up and Motor Morgan. He's already Motor Morgan back up in 10th already. So he's definitely keeping the boot down, keeping it clean, keeping it fast.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just hearing a comment from Kurt Hodgson saying, RIP headphone users. I do apologise for that, Kurt. I keep forgetting to turn that music on. I'm really bad at using OBS, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not actually not designed for this. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna have to get the turn off music at the beginning of race tattooed on your arm?
I think I'm gonna have to put a reminder on the wall saying make sure that you turn the music off once the race actually starts. Oh dear.
Yeah, it mixes things up, keeps things interesting.
Oh, it does. We've been watching the only G here completing lap 1. He's got a 1 second lead here over Bruce AFC. ARTL now all over the back of him in about of a second place. Looks like these guys are very, very close on the track indeed. ARTL wants to get on with this. He knows he's probably losing time behind Bruce. Falguest leading the chasing pack in fourth at the moment. Looks like he's made a good start after starting at the back here, my guy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely managed to get himself up there, got himself a good start. And managed to get himself into a nice wee pocket in between him, also third and fifth. That's kind of what you need to try and stay in your own wee pocket. Also try and get a wee bit closer to the guy in front of you, try and catch the stream and get away from those guys in front. And behind you, sorry.
Absolutely, as we're seeing Falguest going a little bit wide there for the Parabolica, but keeping it good for the time being. He's on his personal best, and he's definitely closing that gap to Bruce and ALTL in second and third at the moment. We heard Falguest in the build-up to this race earlier on in the week saying that he didn't really know this track very well. It's a difficult. He's also heard saying that it's a very, very challenging track to actually learn the corners of. So we're glad that Falguest has got his head in the game and decided to really knuckle down and try and get this track figured out. He's obviously done a great job. He obviously with a very, very prominent finish in the sprint race and the feature race. Looks like he's making some good progress already, so it's always good to see.
Hold on, Grandad State has now become a back marker at 43 seconds behind.
Oh no, what's happened to Grandad Steve?
And Ollie is behind as well.
Oh goodness gracious, what's happened to those guys? Has Grandad Steve been in for his mandatory pit stop? He must have done.
I don't think so, because he's got quite a lot of damage on his front end. So I think he's crashed.
I don't know, 43 seconds is quite a hefty gap, isn't it?
Yeah, well, guys, if somebody could possibly look back on the stream for us and confirm whether or not he has been in for his pit, then that would help us out.
Absolutely, here as we see, we're currently watching the Oni G with a massive lead. Well, not massive, but quite big. He's got a 2 second lead at the front. He is coming up on Grandad Steve here. Grandad Steve's going to have to be wary of him coming up behind him as we see Bruce still trying to fend off Hold on. Wait. Yeah, Airtel's still trying to fend off Bruce here in about a second and third. Airtel has got past him, but Bruce sticking to the back of him. Glue at the moment. And Falguest, I would say probably not closing in as much as he was here on Airtel and Bruce at the moment. We've got Smithy running in P5. He's made his way past some Blair. So Smithy looking pretty good. Actually in the championship battle at the moment, Smithy would take it as it stands. Mosher and Morgan down in P11. 21 seconds off the lead. So Smithy would get 23 points for finishing in 5th. Morgan would get 7 points. So as it stands, currently as points as they run in this feature race, Smithy will take the championship. Very interesting stuff here.
Well, like I said, Smithy's definitely got his eyes on that cup. Good, hats off to him. He's been able to, if he does continue with where he is right now in this race, then he's going to have his hands on 2 cups and 2 different championships. And I have loads of respect for the guy. Fantastic guy to get along with. Just a fantastic racer. He keeps it fast. He knows exactly what to do on the track. He always keeps a level head.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hold on, did I? Yeah, so we're still watching Airtel here, trying to fend off Bruce, AFC. These guys, nothing at all separating them in the battle for second and third. Looks like the ODG is pulling away about half a second a lap at the moment at the front. He's absolutely flying. Well, you can see here, these guys going too wide here, down the back straight up towards the Parabolica. Looks like Bruce has got past him on the inside, but Airtel's surely going to want to fight back here. Looks like Bruce has cleared it up into the Parabolica. Can Airtel try and go back for another switch back up the inside? It looks like he's a little bit too far back, and Bruce is up into P2. Good stuff there from those guys so far. And Smithy looks like he's still not able to shake off Simon Blair in the battle for 5th and 6th. We're still watching this battle for 2nd and 3rd though. Bruce with Peanut right in his mirrors, and you can see it looks like Peanut is trying to push Bruce along a little bit and trying to help him catch up to the only G. She's still leading the race for the time being. G's fantastic job since the start of this one. Hasn't really put a foot wrong since the feature race went green tonight, and he's getting the rewards for it so far.
But I've just actually looked at a replay, and it seems that Grandad C has in fact went in for his mandatory pit already.
Oh, sorry Debbie, I think I just cut off for a moment there. Still got me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, sorry, yeah, cool. I think my laptop picked you up, but my phone, I'm listening to you through my phone, so I think my laptop would have picked you up, but on my phone I wouldn't have caught that, sorry mate.
But yeah, I did look back, and it looks like we did, Grandad C did take as the mandatory pit.
Oh, okay, so Grandad C has effectively got the jump on there. Doesn't want to get a lap, possibly ruin his chances of coming back at these guys later on in the race, but there's a mandatory tyre change in the Clios, which will mean that the pit stops will be slightly longer, so he's not going to be in a too bad of a position once these guys do come in for their mandatory pit stops. We're still watching Bruce trying to fend off ALTL. These two have been having a great battle so far in this feature race over P2. Looks like Smithy has got a little bit of a gap to Mr. Simon Blair. He's now pulling onto the back of Falguest in the battle for 4th. Where's Morgan at the moment? Morgan's down in P11. And I believe he has been in for his mandatory pit stop so far. So Morgan really struggling. No, he needs to.
Well, another thing, I can't remember what I was going to say actually. I remember now. It looks like we have actually lost H2 Malik in the process while we were talking.
Oh no. H2 Malik there retired from the race. We're not sure what happened to him out on the track, but unfortunately he's decided to throw in the towel for this one. Probably good news for the only G. Obviously sat in the lead at the moment. He probably doesn't want to lose that lead on the last lap. So he's probably feeling absolutely relieved at this point in the race. But very unfortunate there for Malik, as we see Smithy trying to get past Falguest here. These guys are going to go too wide out of Parabolica. They are side by side. Looks like Smithy has the inside and probably the position once they come out onto the pit straight, although Falgas gets a nice run here. It looks like they're just running side by side at the moment. It looks like Falgas with quicker straight line speed here coming into turn 1, but Smithy's got the inside line, under braking, just about holding it together, and very, very close for these guys. Still side by side. Looks like Falgas in the end having to tuck in behind, and Smithy is up into 4th and now into clear air behind Airtel.
Well, he's definitely going to be happy about that. He's definitely got a major point gap between himself and Motor Morgan with the current positions that they're in. He's definitely going to be looking to either stay where he is or continue to bring himself up that board and catch up to the leader that is right now, the only G, and trying to get as many points as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just thinking about the point situation here. Obviously, Smithy 8 points behind going into this feature race. Currently sat in P4. If the race were to end right now, Smithy would get 25 points. Morgan would get, I think, 7 points. So Smithy would take the championship as it stands. Morgan has got a lot of work to do here if he wants to take the title here for the Clio Cup. Had it within his grasp for a lot of this season. Has been the long-time championship leader in this one. So it'd be absolutely heartbreaking.
Well, like we said before and during the last race, anything can still happen. Still early days in the race. He just has to keep himself focused. Morgan, he just has to keep the foot down, get into slipstream behind people, get up the board, catch up to Smithy, get ahead of him. Even the smallest amount of points that he can get over Smithy right now is still points, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Right now he just has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, obviously 6 seconds behind Swiss Tony in 8th, so 8th position here at Motive gets you 14 points. It still wouldn't be enough with Smithy running in P4 at the moment. So Morgan needs a couple of guys to get in the way in between Smithy, because otherwise he's not going to do it. If Smithy was to drop to P6, then Morgan feasibly could get himself into a championship winning position if indeed he can get past John Boy and Smokey Devil. Lots on the line tonight and lots of variables.
Here we have Tony going in for his man to pit now. Looks like he's actually already been in. He's just coming out of the pits now.
Yeah, he just emerges there as we see Smithy coming down the pit straight. Falgest in the slipstream. Mr. Simon Blair right behind these guys as well. It's going to be very close in this championship.
Oh yeah, it's all very close together. These guys are on their, like I said before, they're all on their own level. They know how to race, they know how to keep it clean. Yes, accidents happen. In 10 out of 10, they're low racing incidents. So it's all about keeping it consistent, keeping it clean. Oh, John Boy's went in for his pit now as well.
Oh yeah, we see him coming in for his mandatory. So he joins Swiss Tony and Grandad Steve as the guys who have already been in. Charlie and John Boy still yet to come in. So all the guys from 12th, 13th and 14th have been in. Everyone from 11th upwards still yet to come in for their mandatory pit stop. That is the state of play.
Oh, who is that? That was like a back marker?
What was
I really don't know. Oh, it was Charlie.
Charlie there having a bit of a moment there. Down in P11 at the moment. A late stand-in replacement for tonight.
Well, it always makes you feel good when you're able to, even if you're not a permanent racer for that tier, it still makes you have a good bit of self-greatness that you're able to have the opportunity to race with the elite tier. Even if you know that you're not going to do well, you're still you're still going to be happy with the opportunity.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right, so he's coming in for his mandatory pit now. Let's see if we can have a look up for the board, and we'll have a look at Bruce and Tina. Oh, they're all together now. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you go and get a refreshment and a snack, as this is really heating up now. But also, if you haven't, please do consider liking, subscribing to the Motors Racing channel, as we always do. I really appreciate the support as we do continue to grow inside our server. Obviously, we now have a Settle Corsa server for when that comes out to the PlayStation 4, and we also have many other championships that are going to be new to motor racing coming to the server. So just please, if you do feel like you do have the pace and the patience to run with these guys, then please do just join us on the motor racing Discord server. It's 100% free, and we hope to see you out there for season 3 that is coming in just a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely well worth having a look at here, as we're currently watching Bruce trying to fend. Well, it looks like he's actually in the slipstream here of Airtel, trying to fend off Cyber Blair, obviously behind him at the moment. These guys sat behind Smithy, who's going for the championship here. He's moved up into second place with the looks like he's actually up into second place, so Smithy looking very, very good for the championship at this point here.
Oh yeah, he's going to be absolutely proud of himself. I'm going to be honest. I'm proud of him for coming out of nowhere and having a major battle with Morgan for points for the championship. Hats off to him, especially if this is going to be his second championship win, and this week for season 2 of GTEs and now the Clios. Hats off to him. Fantastic performance. So much respect to him.
If he manages it, obviously.
Yeah, if he manages to keep his cool, keep the patience, keep the corner straight, then he will be more than likely crowned the champion of the Clios. Oh, that's Bruce. That's Bruce's off.
Oh my goodness me! It looks like we've got a yellow flag here coming towards turn 1. Bruce facing the wrong way, and that is absolutely heartbreaking there for Bruce, losing lots and lots of time. He's had to allow a few guys to go past there. Very sportsmanlike. I'm waiting for the traffic to pass and not rejoining the track in an unsafe manner. Well done to him for that.
Remember, guys, please do comment down below who your favourite is for this race here right now. My pick, if it is already, is definitely got to be Smithy. He's been doing fantastically, coming up from all the way down the board. He managed to keep up with second. It looks like they're actually behind a bar mark. It looks like they might be slowing them down.
Yeah, potentially getting in the mix here in the late stages here. Well, the second half of this feature race. It looks like Smithy at the moment with the ascendancy in the championship battle. He's currently running in second, trying to battle with Falguest AirTel. Looks like these guys are backing him up though at the moment, actually.
Oh, looks like Falguest has went wide. These black markers really do need to let these guys by now, as they're just going to be impeding these guys' speed, as the gap between Smithy and the only G grows to 5.6 seconds now. So that's definitely not what Smithy's going to be wanting right now.
No, but Smithy's in a championship winning position. As long as he can stay in second place, and as long as he gains 8 points or more than Morgan in this race, then he will be the Clio Cup champion for season 2 here at Motive Racing. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing, and Morgan really struggling in this race. Still yet to come in for his mandatory pit stop, down in P8 at the moment. He is maintaining that gap to the leader, but he's just too far back at the moment. He is closing in on Smokey Devil in the battle for 7th, but 7th will not do it for him. 7th place would get him 17 points. Smithy currently sat in P2. He's going to get 30 points, so for the time being, it does look very like Smithy is the champion-elect here for the Clio Cup, and it would be a magnificent double if he is indeed able to take 2 championships in 2 days here. Won the GTEs last night at Sonoma. Took the double in that one, actually.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to stick around for the final few laps of the GTE race last night, as I did have a few technical issues with my daughter being a pain.
It's probably one of the nicer technical issues are usually my internet playing up, and that's not a very nice technical issue to have.
No, that's more potato-y internet than anything else at the minute.
Yeah.
Smithy's went down. Smithy's now down in second. Oh, he's fighting. That's why.
Yeah.
All three of them.
3 wide here coming down the pit straight. Looks like Falgues is out on the inside of Smithy. Airtel also looking at this one, and Mr. Simon Blair. It looks like he might be closing on these guys in the background while they battle it out. Into turn 1, Falgues has the inside and second place with it. Smithy looks like he's still on the back of him though. The cut side by side here coming through this S section here in the middle of the track, and it looks like for the time being Smithy is holding ahead of Airtel, but Falgues up into P2.
Like I said many times before, that's exactly what you expect from the elite tier. That's the kind of clean racing you want. This is kind of clean racing you expect from these guys, and they're putting on a fantastic show, proving us that this is exactly how they raced, and it's how they can race on such a short and tight technical track. Well, not really technical, but still very close.
Absolutely, and we're seeing here Falgues now having to defend from Smithy coming down the pit straight, because he's got him coming charging down side by side once again. This is the position where Falgues took him last time, and it looks like Smithy returning the gesture coming into turn 1. 12 laps left to go here at Monza, Shaw and Smithy looking very, very good for another championship tonight. Took the GTEs last night, and with Morgan down in 8th place, it looks like Morgan once again come up short here at Motor Racing in the Clio. Was runner-up to JR last season, and it looks like we are set for a repeat result, but this time with Smithy taking home the bacon, if indeed he can keep doing what he's doing so far.
No, he's definitely not going to be happy about being runner-up again for a second season in a row, especially from somebody that's came out of nowhere and just completely snuck up on him. It's going to be devastating for him, you know. But he's definitely put in a great fight. Hats off to him. But it's just also the pressure's just got too much from this race, and he just cooked it.
Absolutely, we're seeing a comment here from JR Sim Racing saying if Bruce and Airtel don't work together, they won't catch G. Well, it doesn't look like they are catching him at all. That's JR there, the champion of the Clio Cup last season here at Motive Racing. Elected not to run this season, he decided to concentrate on the GTE Championship instead, and has also been racing sporadically in our GT5 Ginetta Cup, which concludes at Zolder on Friday night. Be sure to check that out. The championship already decided in Tier 1, but Tier 2 very much an Apex rider going to that one, with both with an opportunity to take full honours in that one and get the automatic promotion spots to Tier 1. Top 5 from Tier 2 get promoted to Tier 1. So plenty of spaces up in the top league.
And also in terms of JR, he also does run the GT3 Championship in a spectacular fashion, even with a full-time dad, doing other things in real life that does take up a lot of time, and still having time to run a championship that runs as smoothly as the GT3s. So much respect for the guy. If I could, I would shake his hand, but it's just I can't explain exactly how much respect I have for the guy. He just does so well with it all. Yeah,
he really does. He puts in a hell of a shift here at Motive. It's great to have him on board, and glad to have him watching the stream tonight as well. Good to see, as we've got still ALTEL managing to hold off this pack of Falgues. We've got Smithy just ahead of them, obviously in P2, and it looks like these guys are working in effect as the safety net for Smithy at the moment. Smithy P2, Morgan P7. Does look like Morgan is going to miss out on the championship once again here at Motive, and that's absolutely gutting for him. He's driven a good season in this one. He won the GT5 Ginetta Cup last season, was beaten by G2 this season, and it looks like he's going to come up short in the Clio Cup. But he's given it a hell of a good go, and if he wants to go, I'm sure he can still walk away with his head held high, knowing that he's given it a real good go so far.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's still something to be really proud of, even catching second, and a tier such as the elite tier with all these guys put in really fast times, and no matter what track they do, those put in fast, consistent times. He's definitely, even though he is going to still be in Tier 1, he's definitely going to have that chance next season again. He's just got to keep it a little bit more focused and don't let the pressure get to him so much. But still, I've just realised these guys have still to take the pit.
That is true, actually. Yeah, there was a few of these guys, but Morgan's still got to come in as well. So there is that.
The only G's went in for his pit.
Yeah, so that's really Smithy into the lead. But hold your horses, guys, because Smithy will lose the lead once he comes into the pits. G comes out. Looks like G is... Where's G? Yeah, let's keep an eye on that gap, though.
Yeah, he's currently...
21 seconds.
Yeah, he's been keeping a consistent pace ahead of the pack when he was in first, so he should have no problem catching up to these guys, especially since he is the world record holder here at Monza Short and the Clios.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Just having a look at the timing board, Morgan's got a 26-second gap to Bruce, who's been into the pits. I think Ollie still needs to come in for his mandatory stop. He's been in.
I don't
think Ollie's been in. So Morgan could theoretically come out in around 6th. If Smithy comes 2nd and Morgan comes 6th, hold on a moment. I think Smithy would still win the championship by 1 or 2 points.
Well, it's definitely going to be a close one, regardless of what happens. You know, it's all about timing. When it comes to your pits, it's all about that timing. When try to judge exactly when you get in and how fast you can get back out of it. Also, that's given if there's no technical faults within the pit stop. They are really stubborn lug not wanting to come out or something like that. Anything that can slow you down is just going to be an absolute nightmare, and that's the last thing you want.
Yeah, we should see. Hope that nothing like that does happen here in the closing laps. Hopefully, everything can go smoothly, and the equipment doesn't let these guys down in the latter part of this race. Currently, Smithy still leading by 0.2 of a second too, but obviously, once they do come in for their mandatory stop, that will release G back into the lead of the race. And I don't think, obviously, Morgan hasn't been in for his pit stop. Be interesting to see if we see somebody going right there. Who is that? Is that
that's Smoky Devil.
Yeah,
Smoky Devil.
Out of the way. Yeah, that's Smoky Devil. Just moving aside there, watching ARTL here, still right behind Smithy. We're into lap 30 of this. 5 laps left to go here in what has been a fantastic season in the Clio Cup here at Motive Racing. Stay tuned for the next 5 laps to see who's going to take the championship. Is it going to be Smithy or is it going to be Morgan? Smithy currently sat P1, Morgan P5, but that will change once the pit stop phases come in. It's going to be absolutely fascinating to see what happens here in the closing laps. Is G going to help Morgan and try and draft him here at the end of the race? I think a pit stop loses you around 25-30 seconds, so
yeah, that so to keep that gap between him and Morgan, which is only 19 to 20 seconds right now, and that's not going to be anywhere enough to keep that gap between yourself and Morgan. So even with that even after coming out the pits, you've still got that sharp right hander. That's going to slow you down even more, considering you've got very little speed as it is coming out that pit.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really close here, guys. But looks like we've got ARTL still sat behind Falguest here. This is Smithy, Falguest, and ARTL top 3 spot. I believe that Falguest and ARTL are helping Smithy here to try and keep where he is so he can take the championship. We see Falguest looking to the inside here, up to the Parabolica. Is he going to make the move on Smithy? It looks like he is. So Falguest up into P2 at the moment.
Let's have a look further down the board.
Goes a little bit wide.
Let's see if we can find another battle going on. It looks like we have Grandad State and Swiss Tony having a battle. Oh, as they feels them come in at the same time for their pits.
They do, yeah. These 3 guys all coming in. They want to back their man up here. Let's keep an eye on Smithy and see what he does in the pit box. Smithy in the pit box. Let's see what he does. See how quick this one is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he gets held up in the pits. Gets held up in the pits by ARTL there. Keep an eye on so Morgan's coming on the same lap. So Morgan's coming as well. Now let's see where these guys filter out. My Dad Peanut still needs to pit. Comes out in the lead. Where's Smithy? Smithy's coming into the end of the pit box now. Currently 5th, but we're expecting Falguest and ALTEL to make way for Smithy once the end of the race comes. They are going to be working together. I don't quite know actually what the situation is with those guys. I'm not sure if they're going to be allowing Smithy to take that position, but he is down in P5 at the moment. And as it stands, for the first time in this race, I think... No, Smithy's still in the championship taking position. What's happened?
Falguest is off.
Falguest getting all over the place. Moving up towards the Parabolica. That's why you don't text and drive, kid. Falguest there having a massive moment coming up towards the Parabolica. And now ALTEL's right on the back of him. Smithy in close quarters as well. My Dad Peanut has come in for his mandatory pit stop by the looks of it. Keep an eye on what Morgan does here. Where's My Dad Peanut?
He just came out.
Yeah, My Dad Peanut's coming towards the end of the pit lane now. He's just coming to the exit. Keep an eye on Morgan.
Yeah, well, Morgan does have what looks to be at least a 10-second gap between him and Smithy.
Where's My Dad Peanut though?
My Dad Peanut. He just came out ahead of him.
Just ahead. Where's Morgan?
Morgan is right behind him.
Only 2 seconds behind here, coming into the final couple of laps. So let's just have a look at the time at the board. So Smithy currently in 4th. He's going to pick up 25 points. Morgan in 8th. He's going to get 14 points. So as it stands, Smithy's still going to take the championship here. This is going to be incredibly close here. I don't want to... Oh my goodness me.
You don't want to check, but we're not saying anything.
My Dad Peanut's got a penalty. My Dad Peanut's got a penalty.
Oh, what is the penalty? After on the board.
Penalty, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'll check. Quickly. It's 1 second.
1 second. Morgan needs to give it within 1 second of My Dad Peanut. So hold on. Smithy is going to get 25 points for 4th. If Morgan can get into 7th, he's going to get 17 points, I think. So it's going to come down to who sets the fastest lap. If either of those guys sets the fastest lap, and if Morgan gets within a second of My Dad Peanut, it's going to be down to whether one of those guys can get the fastest lap of the race. If they can't, it's going to go down to the count back of whoever's got more wins throughout the season. So it's down to whether or not... And now Morgan is within a second of My Dad Peanut.
Smithy's last lap was a 54.7, and Morgan's last lap was a 54.9.
He's come over the line to complete the race. That is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's got a 1 second penalty.
Smithy finishes 5th. Morgan is going to come round in 7th place by the looks of it. Where's Morgan? Get some eyes on Morgan here as he comes up to the line here at Monza Short for the finale of the season.
Oh.
It looks like Morgan is going to finish in 7th place. Classified 7th, so Morgan is the champion of the Clio Cup here at Motive Racing.
Oh.
I think Morgan's the champion. Classified 5th, gets 23 points for 5th. Morgan gets 17 points for 7th. I think Morgan is the Clio Cup champion here at Motive Racing. Unconfirmed. Unconfirmed here. Unconfirmed.
Who got the best lap out of them two?
Let's get the only G in the party now. Let's get our standings man in the party. See if we can actually get confirmation on this, because I think...
Well, Morgan's best lap was a 54.4, and Smithy's was a 54.4. Oh no! Oh, hold on, 54.5.
But neither of them got the fastest lap. G got. So I think Morgan has got it. I don't know. We're going to try and get the only G into the commentary booth if we can.
Well, if it comes down to an actual points tie, then it will come down to whoever did the fast lap, and that would have been Smithy.
Yeah. But I think Morgan has 2 points over him. Unbelievable stuff here. We're going to see if we can get some confirmation on this, ladies and gentlemen. Hang fire. We're going to get an announcement coming up very, very shortly over who is the champion here of the Clio Cup. Just got a message here from the only G. Just speaking with only G at the moment, I'm pretty sure that Morgan has got it.
Let's hope so. It's going to be definitely going to be a tight one.
I don't want to confirm before, obviously, we know for sure.
Oh, this is agonizing. The tier 2 stuff.
Jesus. I don't care about Richard Branson. Stop telling me all that.
The ads.
I don't care.
The joys.
I could not care any amount less than what I did. Oh my goodness. Right, here we go.
Oh,
we have got the, I believe, the Clio Cup champion in the booth here, Motor and Morgan. As far as my calculations go, I think you've taken it by 2 points. You finished 7th, picked up 17 points. I don't want to confirm it, but how does that feel after an amazing race? A very difficult race for you.
Well, thank you, boys. I think, was it Mutt's, Simon wasn't racing for points, so that elevates me up another spot. So, I P6 in that race. So that takes it to 5 point gap.
Yeah.
Dreadful race.
Yeah, it looked like a horrible one. We honestly, for most of that race, we were calculating the points, and Smithy had the championship for pretty much all of it. And then in the last few laps, we saw My Dad Peanut had a massive drop-off, had a horrible pit stop and lost a lot of time. We saw Smithy get held up in the pits behind AOTL.
Oh, that was a bad pit stop.
Yeah,
that was
awful.
too long.
It was agonising.
And then I got a stupid slowdown after I slowed down and waited. And then I waited for Ollie, and then it still gave me a second penalty, which was stupid. It ruined my race.
Oh,
pathetic.
It's unfortunate. It's lost you the championship tonight. It's absolutely gutting. I saw you got all the good luck in the first half of the race, and then right at the end, Morgan just needed some kind of luck to intervene, and it did in the shape of My Dad Peanut dropping back, and obviously you getting held up in the pit box. But Morgan, congratulations on the Clio Cup. Obviously, you go one better from last season, finishing runner-up. So well done to you. I think we can confirm that. I'm pretty confident in confirming that now. I think Morgan is our champion.
Thank you very much.
Round of applause, maybe.
Yeah.
Everyone, raise a glass to Motor Morgan, our new Clio Cup champion here at Motor. Smithy, commiserations. Obviously, you won the GTEs yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't make it at the double. And G, we saw you have a fantastic race in the feature race, dominated it, and took a convincing victory there in the end. How was that? Was it just a routine day at the office?
Routine day at the office. I guess so. But sprint race went awful. But yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I said on the first lap of the feature that you'd be wanting to bounce back. Obviously, you were out of contention after the sprint race, which, as you say, was one disaster to another. But I knew you'd be wanting to go out on a high, and you did so very nicely. So well done on the win. Who finished second and third? I was so absorbed in the championship battle, I didn't even see.
Second was Foul, and third was AOTL.
Well, neither of those guys do interviews anyway, so that's all right. But well done to obviously AOTL and Foul for finishing on the podium. Congratulations to G, and well done to Morgan on the championship. Guys, thank you very much for joining us live on the YouTube channel. Be sure to join us on Friday night for the GT5s. The championship already wrapped up by this man here, G. But Tier 2 still on the line. Nathan Rutter and Apex Rider going to that one. And it's still going to be a great race anyway. Absolutely certain we'll see some good action. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. And Emo Guy, do you have anything else left to add before we get off air?
Well, just once again, fantastic racing tonight, Morgan. You really did deserve the win, especially after the win last season. You just did fantastically. You brought yourself back up, especially after being knocked down like that. Congratulations, fantastic driving. Well done.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you. That was a tough race, but yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to get off now, guys. We'll see you on Friday.